Swingers, look at the top of the screen, slightly to the left of the middle.
That's a very mid-bird.
It is a midword.
I personally think it would have been really funny if Nintendo felt inclined to have you fall on your butt if you spin too long, get dizzy, and just on your butt.
I don't know. I think it would interrupt gameplay too much. And Nintendo, Game Freak, is too fucking lazy. Look, they can't even fucking animate me walking all the way to the desk. They're that incompetent. They have to cut it off so that you don't, like, see them fucking fail.
It's like they didn't have any budget to make this game.
They have... Pokemon is the most profitable franchise of all fucking time. By a very, very, very wide margin. They have the fucking money.
Which is like, it's mind-blowing to me. Because Star Wars, I think, is in second place. Star Wars or Marvel now.
Yeah, but...
And it's not even fucking close.
It's like a factor of... That's the professor.
Mommy?
That is why we got this one instead of Violet.
Does she have fangs?
I mean, she's a dinosaur lady a little bit. Look up the professor from Violet because it's legitimately a different professor, which I think is kind of interesting. She doesn't have fangs. She's got canines. 805C393
Is a dude.
Yeah,
That's gay.
exactly. Women are not gay. Unless they're gay.
I mean, it could be a little gay.
I mean, it depends on the lady.
Like Lady Gaga. Very gay.
She half-ish, I thought, roughly.
Half gay still rounds up to full gay.
Well, that is true. So that does make a good point.
And we do not tolerate halfway. Make the full commitment. Be gay. Do crime.
I tolerate both, not only halfway, but everything between as well. Because I'm not a bigot, bitch.
Commit to the bit.
Nope. Nope, the bit is too loud and too annoying and too wrong.
By the way, I hate the phone in this game.
It's just what they've been doing for the last 3 fucking generations. Starting in Generation 7, your phone is a Pokemon. But only sort of. Area Zero. Oh my, that sounds so cool. Wait a second.
It's not as cool as Area G.
Or Area AS.
You didn't get my
I did not.
South Pole. Area G. So you mean you plan to wake up Godzilla?
I was there.
I fired that missile. Fires a whole fucking rack of missiles.
Hey. I mean, let's be real here. To that man, that man is so powerful that whole rack of missiles, really, he wouldn't even consider a full missile even.
I mean, Logan, if we were comparing apples to apples, if the aliens didn't have superpowers, he would have wiped the floor with them. And in fact, he did wipe the floor with 2 of the aliens who did have superpowers.
Dude, he was about to solo Godzilla, is all I'm gonna say. He was gonna solo Godzilla with a sword.
Downfry could solo Godzilla.
I think he could. She says she's never been in this room before. It's my room.
Are we
I'm
gonna
gonna tell her she's welcome to stay.
Is this a co-ed room?
Co-ed just means boys and girls, Seth.
Okay, is this a roommate situation? Is this a
I-
dorm?
It is a dorm, but I don't think it's I don't think she's officially my roommate, but you know.
You don't know. There's already fan art.
Oh, Seth, I guarantee there's been fan art. Am I supposed to go to sleep? Yeah. Okay.
You don't have a choice. You gotta sleep during the day because you're a depressed bitch.
No, it is not that I'm a depressed bitch or sleeping during the day. See, it just very suddenly became, that was not, how many days am I gonna be here?
You're depressed.
I don't know. No, Seth, the best way to show depression is to write October, November, December, January, February, March, April, and have each one of those months their own chapter and their own page. Because that's how Stephanie Myers did it, Seth.
Yeah, but she's a bad writer. If y'all liked Twilight, I am sorry.
That is like the one thing I really know about Twilight is somebody I knew in high school had been reading it, and they're like, this is when I stopped and put the books down, when this is how they showcase depression. I'm like, motherfucker, I don't understand why you picked the books back up, like picked them up in the first place. But let's be real here. If you got this far into them and that's your issue with the books, just finish them. It was, I think, the last book. Just fucking finish them. It's 6 bad pages. Get over it.
Well, honestly, what's worse, that or J.K. Rowling's blatant racism with naming her non-white characters?
Cho Chang. It's the only one I can think of. Oh.
What was the black kid?
Dean Thomas.
That just sounds British, which is just like exterminate British people.
What? There is Padma and Parvati Patil. But you can make those are like, might have been legitimately from India maybe I'm making that part up. But like, Cho Chang is almost assuredly kind of racist. I'm not so sure that the Patil twins are.
I mean, there's also her portrayal of goblins, and most people would say that any portrayal of goblins in any medium, knowing how they are anti-Semitic in nature, is anti-Semitic.
So, do you think that Tolkien was anti-Semitic?
Possibly.
Why? Just because he had goblins?
Or they portrayed in a negative fashion?
So,
and did they have very stereotypical characteristics that anti-Semites would also be using?
The goblins weren't greedy. They were just evil.
Then I would say Tolkien's is actually less anti-Semitic than Rawlings.
No.
But, like, that's with... You can argue ignorance on either one of them.
No, the one that people actually call Tolkien possibly racist for is his orcs. Because apparently in books, they're, like... Often people claim their depiction is a bit more reminiscent of black people than it should be. I don't know if that's an accurate statement. I haven't read the books. But in the movies, they're generally pretty pale. Or like gray-skinned. So I get the feeling that that's just some people reading too deep into something and also reading it wrongly. But I haven't read the book, so I don't know for sure.
You do have to remember, when Peter Jackson adapted it to screen, he also made it more palatable for people.
In some ways, yes.
Because, like, from what I understand, The Lord of the Rings is a very dry book series.
Yeah, it is. I couldn't get through the first fucking page. I read the whole Hobbit, but I couldn't get through the first page of the Fellowship. I mean, I'm sure I could if I really wanted to, but just wasn't in me at the time.
Also, we really got, like, some of the finest actors for the jobs for that movie.
Dude, there was something different about those movies. Still, quite possibly, the greatest film trilogy.
People will probably argue it's The Godfather when The Godfather 1, 2, and 3 exist.
When Rotten Tomatoes came and did the tournament bracket of greatest trilogies, well, guess what fucking won? It wasn't The Godfather, it was Lord of the Rings.
Well, yeah, because, like, I am very partial to the original Star Wars trilogy, and I'm kind of warming up to the prequel trilogy, but 1 and 2 are really weak movies.
I want to say, like, the I want to say, for some fucking reason, grand finals was Lord of the Rings, of course, versus I want to say it was, and I hope I'm wrong, Back to the Future.
Which is weird
Because those movies probably blow.
Most people agree Back to the Future 3 is a god awful movie.
Most people say 2 wasn't that good either.
Like, and I don't even care to watch them because I don't see the appeal.
They're 80s campy movies, right? Which means they're probably terrible. Campy 80s movies are bad movies almost every time.
Yeah, like that's the thing about like Star Wars specifically.
It was 70s.
Well, one of them was.
It started in the 70s. That makes all of it the 70s.
But like,
And
think about
Episode 5's not campy.
Episode 6 is hardly campy. It's
the
not
Ewoks.
one point.
Yeah.
Now, when people think about Episode 5 versus 6, because I think that's usually the argument of which is the better one in the original trilogy.
If it weren't for the Ewoks, the answer would be 6, without a doubt.
Except the production values were better on 5.
Uh,
The sets looked better. The suits looked better. The lighting was better.
the plot in Episode 6 is better if you discount the Ewoks, though.
And, like, you can argue that the acting is also better in Episode 6, but it's not too bad in Episode 5, apart from that one bit with Luke.
I can ride my motorcycle.
I hate that.
Are you ready to see me ride my motorcycle?
Yeah. But, like, I haven't... Anyway, back to my original point. Like, I have to agree that Logan's probably right about the Lord of the Rings trilogy being the greatest trilogy of all time.
So did.
Even though I haven't seen all of it. I can appreciate that they're good movies. I kind of just am not into them.
I'm sure that the Godfather movies are probably pretty good. I haven't seen them.
I've seen bits of them. The audio quality, at least from what I've seen, is fucking trash.
So-
How can you call a movie so good when the audio quality is horrid?
This is my motorcycle. This is how I ride my motorcycle.
Yeah, I hate that. I despise that.
I want to ride my motorcycle. I want to ride my motor.
Anyway.
Oh, that's terrible. I have to get off my motorcycle to go through the door.
I don't get why people like crime dramas so much and why The Godfather is put on such a high pedestal.
It depends on the crime drama. Like, I've seen about half of 7, and I think it was very good. At least the half I saw. How do I pick which one I do first?
I have no idea. Is this all the gyms on the map?
All the gyms, all the go beat up the villain team, and all the go fight the Titans.
So I'm assuming the green ones are gyms, the red ones
No.
are bad guys.
Red ones are the gyms. You can tell based off that legend on the left, Seth. Green ones are the Titans, and blue ones are the bad guys. I want to say
It says Starfell Street, Victory Road, and Path of Legends.
Victory Road is the gym leaders. Can I not mark these in any way?
Doesn't look like it. What does Y do? Does that just... Okay.
That just closes the menu.
So you can't place a waypoint? What a bad map system.
Oh wait, hold on. I get the feeling it's just you can't place a waypoint when you're fully zoomed out. Oh my god, that's so bad. Okay, so let's say I'm over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to move through the map quickly.
Yes.
And then set a waypoint. So I zoom all the way out so I can move through the map quickly, and it takes forever to do that. Then I go to where I want to set the waypoint, right?
Yes.
And I go to zoom in there. And it zoomed me in where I was before, not where I was just looking at now.
Yep.
So I think this is the normal gym. I want to say the grass gym's the first one. What's this one? Ghost. Starfall Street, we don't want to do that yet.
Steel.
Steel. That's not even a gym either. This is...
Electric.
Oh, and I hate her. You're going to hate her too.
Fire. Grass.
Set
As
as
destination.
I think this is the first one. Yeah, first stop for many. Okay, yeah. So,
Okay, so
ride the motorcycle and get fucking moving. My motorcycle can jump.
I hate
That is such a good animation. I'm so glad Game Freak put in the time, effort, and money to really polish this game. This is just so wonderful.
Honestly, though, like, most of our complaints so far have been the fact that it's a very unpolished game.
Well, and the fact that it pretends to be open world when it's not.
You could patch quite a lot of that. I don't think you
The
really...
fact is, it shouldn't have to be patched.
I know. There used to be a saying in video games is a late game is never...
Nintendo's the one who said that. It was like Iwata or Sakurai who said that.
A bad game is bad forever.
But a delayed game will eventually be good. We are going to switch Turpentine up to first for now.
Are we gonna level Turpentine?
Yeah, and what we're going to do is let Turpentine... We're going to see how well Turpentine does without us.
What?
What? No, that was supposed to be the auto battle.
I don't understand how this game functions.
Maybe it's because I just happened to hit it with the Pokeball, or maybe I was supposed to press regular R, not ZR.
So, status effects only last for the duration of the battle you're in, right?
Yep. Okay, so between two attacks, non-Terra sterilized, we did about half damage. Let's see how much more damage we do while Terra sterilized. And we
This
can't...
doesn't eat up a move?
It does. The attack will, but Terra sterilizing does not.
That seems a little bit OP.
Gigantamaxing didn't eat up a move. Mega Evolutions didn't eat up a move. It's just how it's just how Pokemon's been. If you're right, it probably should eat up a move just to make them slightly less powerful, but that really was only like
50% more damage?
not even like maybe 25% more powerful. Like that didn't really seem worth it.
Like, when you're going Super Saiyan, you expect to go Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan is 50 times power increase. 50. It's a ridiculous multiplier. Hi, Hoppip. Bye, Hoppip.
I like Seven Deadly Sins, and it's very entertaining, but for some reason it has even worse power scaling than Bleach.
Does it?
Yeah.
Wait.
And actually, Dragon Ball Z probably has some of the best power scaling there is.
Well,
They
ish.
They make, at least until the Tournament of Power, who can beat who is actually quite consistent.
Ish. I feel like I can't actually get there from this way. Right? I'm gonna get blocked over here. I had to go.
Yeah, I don't think you can jump that fence. Okay, you can jump that fence.
Yeah, but I can't do... Wow, that is some beautiful fucking water down there.
The water looked better in Legends Arceus.
It really did. I'm gonna land on a Magikarp. I did not land on Magikarp. Oh my fucking god. We'll talk about this next time.